Smart grids and smart cities, two buzzwords that promise a flexible, intelligent electricity system and human-centred services, a win-win. But is smart still hype or reality? Engerati came to the ICSG in Istanbul, Turkey to find out. Turkey, the host country for this event, has launched a smart grid roadmap for 2023, with smart meters being deployed by 2035. We caught up with ELDA, the Association of Distribution System Operators, to find out more. There's 21 DSOs. What will be the constraints for rolling out the smart grid?
Turkey is not an homogeneous country. We have very heterogeneous regions in 21. If you are in Istanbul, you see a kind of European style with the high demand on the electricity, with a high population or high urbanization. On the far east of the Turkey, you will see very little, not the electrification, but the demand is lower and the population is low. So it's creating different approaches for all DSOs. This is why we have clusters. We have different clusters for each region to be calculated what is needed for this specific region, what is the requirement of the consumer and what is to be done at the network level.
Some great insights there on the local Turkish distribution utility market. Smart meters are obviously seen as a key node in the smart grids, but Turkey's taking a slower, more conservative approach. We asked Dmitry Orlinkov of Siemens to give us his view.
To make it short, we are expecting that Turkey would follow slowly but gradually into the same, let's say in the same way as the European Union, and finally get everyone connected, because it opens a huge opportunity for further applications, further approaches to efficiencies. But if you ask me personally if I believe this is a must for a country right now, no, it's not. Everything is working quite nicely.
Great comments there from Siemens. Fortunately for Turkey, Spanish utility Iberdrola has just opened a new innovation centre in Doha, specifically to help utilities in the region. We caught up with Managing Director Santiago Bañales in our Engerati studio. So, this as a concept, this is really quite interesting. A utility opens almost a consultancy service. How will you be working with local utilities?
Yes, we are doing three main themes in this center. One is innovation per se, with local stakeholders. The second thing is advisory services, as you said. So we are helping other utilities to make decisions. And the third thing is energy services. So we are helping final customers also to apply these new technologies that we are developing. So there's three things we are doing. So for other utilities, what we do is we take advantage of all the experience of Iberdrola in deploying smart grids and integrating solar into the network, and we are helping them to make decisions and to deploy these kind of technologies in the network.
Iberdrola's innovation services definitely one to watch there. Now, when it comes to smart cities, Istanbul, like many others, wants to be ranked smart. But what is the reality? Can any city truly be classed as smart? Matthias of the Swiss Technology Institute gave us his view. Are cities truly smart, or is it hype?
A lot of hype. Actually, my speech here is hype or reality, and the answer is it is hype and reality. But there is a lot of hype because the cities want to promote themselves. There's a competition internationally for cities to promote themselves, and smart is a way to promote themselves. There are a lot of vendors who want to promote their technologies, rightfully so, but they need to, to show what they can do. But then there's also a reality, and the reality is that in innovation, information communication technologies are really built into transport, into energy, into water, into waste, into government services, but in a very piecemeal fashion. I think the next challenge is to integrate all this into a really smart city that doesn't have, most of these smart cities, they offer, some smart street lighting or smart parking or smart something. And they're all good, but they're not integrated into a really coherent smart city.
Refreshingly honest insights there. But the reality for many utilities is how to explain technology like this, an EV charging post, to your end users. We asked Suzanne Holt Ballard to give us a few tips.
There's a new development called Project Chalk, which uses the AR kit from Apple and enables people within an app to in fact communicate and teach each other how to perhaps use devices, how to think about technology and energy use by instructing people across time and space. You can see the screen of the other person and you can annotate on the screen. Certainly in terms of virtual reality, that's a very useful technique for encouraging different populations of people to think differently about life, lifestyle, sustainability, and to show them in a particular series of worldviews how you could pursue a particular series of choices that would lead to particular outcomes. And because it's so experiential and because it's so psychologically disruptive, it has a very profound impact on people's memories and their future decision making. And so I think for encouraging citizens to go beyond simply the intellectual, the rational analysis of energy use in the city, these technologies become very useful because you're bypassing the rational mind when you're doing this to a large extent.
And there you have it, a few snippets of what we've discovered at this event in Istanbul, Turkey. If you want to see our full interviews, go onto our YouTube channel.